So let's look at this application of involving the area of a rectangle. If you recall, the area of a rectangle is length times width. That will count how many squares are inside of a rectangle. So in our problem, note that we can also write the formula. Instead of using the word area, I can say the area is equal to the length times the width. A lot of times they'll use a cursive L and a cursive W for length and width. This formula also can be changed to, length times the width is equal to the area. You can switch that around where the length and width comes first and then the area is second, comes after the equal sign. So these are interchangeable. Same thing with length and width. You could also say the width times the length is going to equal the area. All that is interchangeable. So it just depends on how you want to write stuff. Most commonly, we see the formula written in this format. Also, you may see this as a other way. Very rarely do you see width times length equals the area, but those are all interchangeable if you want. So if we come to our problem, we can see this as far as the solution goes, we can kind of see this then as, the length, which we don't know, times the width, which we do know is 7, has to equal 42. So we have a problem that looks like that. Now remember, I also could write this as a division problem because remember, multiplication and division are interchangeable. So if I go inversely, if I go the other direction, you also could see this problem as a 42 divided by the 7 could give you what the length is, which we don't know. So we can see this problem either as a multiplication problem or as a division problem, depending on how you do it. Now, if I had a calculator and I wanted just to cut through the chase, if I just typed in 42 divided by 7 into a calculator, we would be done with the problem. Now, remember, if I don't know the solution to this problem, I have to figure out, 42 divided by 7. Remember, basically what you're asking is how many 7s does it take at 42? Remember, you also can use your tic-tac-toe board as a way to create your 7 facts. So remember, you can kind of start in the upper right-hand corner and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you can come across 0, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. Talking it out there really helps me remember the pattern. So I do see the 42 in this problem. The 42 is over here. But how many 7s does it actually take to get to that 42? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It takes 6 7s to get that 42. So I could pick up on then is 42 divided by 7 has to give me then the 6. So the length in this problem would actually be 6. That would be the missing dimension. So the answer to this problem would be 6 then. So the length would equal then 6. And that's what we refer to as our solution, the answer. So that's kind of the thought process that goes through this. So first thing you got to come up with is the area of a rectangle is length times width. And then you can start reasoning it through there. And you could actually see this as a multiplication or a division problem, depending how you looked at it. Okay. So let's look at another example looking at this. So suppose I said the area of a rectangle, we'll make a little blue rectangle. Suppose I said the area of the rectangle was, let's say, let's call the area, say, we'll just go with 56. And suppose we knew the width was 8. And I wanted to find this missing dimension up here. So what I could pick up on in the rectangle again is, 8 times something must give me 56. Or I also could say, if I go something times 8, something times 8 equals 56. Remember, a lot of times you can also use a dot for multiplication, so, or parentheses. We can write that either way. What I also pick up on, though, is when I write it this way, it's really easy to kind of see that, really what we're doing is seeing this as a division problem as well. So what I could have also done is I could have said, 56 divided by 8 could give me the missing dimension. So again, the 8 facts you could do is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do you appreciate? And 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. And who do we appreciate? So I can use that as a way of doing it. And how many 8s does it take to get 56? Well, if 56 is down here, how many 8s did it take to get there? That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 8s to get there. So 56 divided by 8 would end up being then 7. So if I'm trying to find the missing side of a rectangle, I actually could be using division to do the problem. So what we start to pick up on is there's a way to write division. A way to write division is I can write the 56 underneath. That's our dividend. The divisor's out here, and then the quotient is on top. So the area of the rectangle actually leads us into this math that looks like this. This is also what is another type of division symbol, is this little guy right here. So that also means to divide. It's really a good organizer if I'm doing math on paper. So if I'm using paper, that's the symbol we sometimes use to start division problems. So let's see where this takes us.